Being bold and courageous is not only a commandment of God, but it's also a great weapon in life, in so many areas of life, right? Not just in business, but also in people interactions, right? Being bold and courageous sometimes means being the only one telling the truth, even if that's standing alone, right? It took a lot of people that became historic, legendary people, right? That have been written about, that have made it to top spots, all those things were people, a lot of the times were people that stood alone on their truth, were bold and courageous, right? Not saying that everybody that makes the top was telling the truth, but they kept it true to themselves, at least, right? So be that person. Be that person, even if it's you alone. It made me think of what's going on right now in the world, especially with the Diddy trial thing, right? I don't really follow those things, but I happened to see a clip about The Rock and how he had been holding back some information for 20 years. 20 years, right? That's a long time to be mishandled as well. He was silenced. And yeah, there's the parts where it's like, oh, um, there is the responsibility of self where it's like, oh, I stayed, oh, I did this, yeah, right. So there's a lot of spirits that can come with those things. A lot of times, people that want to silence people or suppress people or things like that, there's usually fear, right? That is like the main spirit that is put on people is fear, because if you are in fear you'll stay, right? Because you don't know what's going to happen if you choose otherwise, if you choose to speak out, if you choose to leave, if you choose to um, run or choose to be free, right? You don't know the consequence of that. But there's the part that is really, really important, is turning to God and walking in faith. He says, it is written, we don't have a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. Okay? So don't let life put you in a cage or suppress you or put you in fear or make you not speak out when you know it's right. You don't never know what purpose you're here to serve, right? And being that bold and courageous person may be that someone's waiting for you. Someone's waiting for your voice. Someone's waiting for your boldness, your courageousness. And being courageous does not mean you weren't in fear to start. That normally means you took that fear and ran with it and you still went. You still did it, right? Amen. God bless.